Greetings, fellow Facebookites and fellow YouTubeites. Let's get ready to rock and roll! Now, today is Sunday, September the 29th of 2013. And folks, hard to believe I'm saying this, but my D-backs are done for the season as of today. Bummer. But we went out with a bang instead of a whimper. We had a come from behind victory against the Washington Nationals, and we won the game 3-2. Well, man, what a season that was, you know. And it was my very first season of going to all the home games, thanks to all the season tickets that are now used up. Of course, here's my final season ticket of the season. Yep, and I am renewing my season tickets for next season, so I'm ready to do it again. Okay, so anyway, by the way, there's something I want to do right quick. You know, last night's game against the Nationals, we didn't win that one, but over in my section, there was a group of these girls who was sitting behind me, and so I want to give this shout out to them. I'm going to give this shout out to the Delta Gamma Sorority of the University of Arizona. So it was nice to have them in my section. So what the hey. Okay, but anyway, yeah, I do want to go ahead and, now that the D-backs are done for the season, I want to give some shout outs to I like to say the other stars of the game. I'm talking about those who work kind of behind the scenes. I want to give shout outs to that team of mascots we call the Legends. You know, these racing legends that are similar to those racing sausages they do at the Milwaukee Brewers home games, and the racing presidents that they do at the Nationals home games, the Washington Nationals. But of course, those four legends being Mark Grace and Luis Gonzalez and Randy Johnson and Matt Williams. Yep, they look like big bobbleheads, you know, but give shout-outs to them. I also want to give shout-outs to the D-backs high-energy entertainment team, the Rallybacks. Remember on my last video, one of them, named Katie, wanted me to do a video on my my weird rendition of the Take Me Out to the Ball Game. That's what I did last time. If you hadn't seen that yet, you might go back and take a look at that. So to the Rallybacks, my shout out goes to them. I also want to give out a shout out to someone else who works there. One of my fellow Facebookites, Charles Boyer. He was the supervisor of all the people who all the vendors of the 50-50 raffle. So, and of course that 50-50 raffle benefiting the D-backs Foundation. Nice having him, seeing him all season long. Not to mention our two in-game hosts, Mike Bauer and Vanessa Ramirez, aka Van Ram. And of course, let's not forget the mascot, a couple of mascots we had, the D-backs Luchador, and of course, the most fan-friendly mascot in all of sports, our Bobcat D. Baxter. And of course, let's not forget someone who's been, ever since late June, he's been kind of out of the spotlight because he had an operation on his arm. But hopefully he'll be back next season. I'm talking about, of course, our organist, Bobby Freeman. Yep, so what can I tell you? And, of course, some shout-outs to fellow D-Backites and fellow Facebookites. One of them, my dear friend, someone who's been a friend of mine for, I guess, about 20 years, even though she hadn't been to all the D-Back games, Julie Martinez. And, of course, some other D-Backites, Anya Heron and April Addington and Christy Antle. So, been nice. Of course, they're still on Facebook. So anyway, we'll hope to hear from y'all soon. So you know what I'm going to do here, now that the D-Backs are done for this season? I'm going to end it the same way I began it some few weeks ago. So, some few months ago. So I'm going to go ahead and sing it again. That tune by Roger Clyne the Peacemakers, the D-Back Swing. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. I better turn this up if I want to. Okay, here we go. Summer! And the gang's all here. We got green grass, red hots, and ice cold beer. The baseball's made full, Diamondbacks fans. Back in our home team, back in the stands. Let's go 3 up and then 3 down. Get the D-Back swinging and take it downtown. Well, it's going, 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 gone. It's out of here, boys. I'll bring it on home. It's a fact check. I back, you back, we back the D-Backs. Well, it's going, 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 gone. It's out of here, boys. Now bring it on home. It's a fact check. I back, you back, we back the D-Backs. Yeah, it's a fact check. I back, you back, we back the D-Backs. Yeah, we back the D-Backs. Yeah, we back the D-Backs. Yeah, we back the D-Backs. Wow! Yeah! Good baseball season. Let's do it again next year. Okay. Oh yes, and a couple more shout-outs I want to give out. Even though I haven't, they're not fellow Facebookites of mine just yet at this time. Hopefully that'll change soon. You never know. One of them goes to they both go to a couple of cameramen. One of them being DJ or Don, whichever one you want to call him, and the other one goes to the dancing cameraman named Eric, who's captured me a few times when I be holding my signs. Okay, so what more can I say? Of course, now that the D-Back season's over, we can think about what's ahead. You know, yeah, it's now fall, of course, and of course there's yeah, October, Halloween coming up, and my birthday coming up in early November, and of course, yeah, I'm going to see about doing what I've been doing these past these past handful of years, taking Thanksgiving week off and flying over to like to West Texas to have Thanksgiving with my mom and the relatives, and of course let's see, and of course there's also Christmas, and I'll bet you we're gonna have it at my sister and brother-in-law's new house over in Apache Junction, and of course, and you know, my friend Vanessa, you know, she's yeah, I think come January we're gonna have another one of those events. I'll tell you what the event is. You know, in the past couple of Januaries we've had a little event to support non-smokers, to help funding for non-smokers' lung cancer. I'll get into that on a later video. probably won't be until for a couple or so months or so, but I imagine we're going to have another one of those events. And when I find out all about it, I'll pass it on to you. Okay? And of course, all that going on before next D-Back season rolls around. Of course, there's also D-Back's Fan Fest, too, come February. Oh, and of course, speaking of next season, my D-Backs, they're gonna open up the season against the LA Dodgers. And I think it's supposed to be in March. Let me take a look. Okay, it'll be a 2-game series, March the 22nd and 23rd. Believe it or not, get ready for this. It's going to be in Sydney, Australia. That's right, the land down under. Oh, man. So that'll be the 22nd, 23rd of March. You know, I tell you what do they think of next? That's going to be something. So, okay, well. So, anyway, and of course they'll start, they'll do the very first home game on the 31st of March. So, that'll be something. So, what can I say? It was a great season. It was a good season. Too bad they're not going to the postseason, but who knows? That you never know when it comes to next season. So, what more can I say? I've enjoyed the season. I'm ready for another one. So anyway, with all that said and done, that's going to do it for me for now. So, until next time, let's get ready to rock and roll! Crisscross applesauce out. See you later.